Hi, I'm Andrew Berman, and you're watching a video press release. Thank you for joining us today as we have Dan Bailey, who's Senior Vice President over at WFG Lender Services and WFG Enterprise Solutions. Dan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Andrew, thank you for having me. How are you doing?
Dude, great. Always great to spend time with you. So listen, I'm excited about you. You actually just released the findings of the annual lender leadership surveys. Usually identifies the operational challenges facing lenders. So talk to us about the survey and the biggest challenges that you found on the list this year.
Sure, my pleasure. So, the second year we've done the survey, right? And what we're trying to find out through the survey is, what are the challenges? What are the pain points, right? It's the $1 million question everybody wants to answer. What are your biggest challenges and how can we solve those things? So not surprisingly, right? The first two that came out was really around, or the two biggest responses we had was around first, turn times, right? Everybody wants a faster turn time, which not surprisingly, let's think about the environment we've been in for the last 18 months, right? A lot of volume, COVID restrictions, all kinds of things that can impede a servicer's ability to provide title or appraisal, whatever services in a timely fashion. So that was number one. And again, number two was operational capacity, right? How do you handle all this volume? And not just from more people, but then even systems and things like that to make sure that lenders can handle volume and the industry as a whole can handle volume. Three other things that came out was technology implementation and integration, communication, and training and time management were the main, five things that came out of the survey that we conducted.
So listen, you have this information, you've learned some things from these lenders. So what does WFG do with this information?
Sure. So, it's extremely valuable for us, right? We don't want to create products in a vacuum, and we don't want to create solutions in a vacuum. We need that input to figure out the things that we can do to help our lenders and help our customers and help their consumers have a better overall experience whenever they're going through a mortgage refinance transaction or resale transaction. So we use all of that information and we develop programs and products and services that we can deliver to our customers to make everything better. Let's put it that way.
Fantastic. So it sounds like actually, rather than, hey, let's create a product and force it down the throats
right.
of the marketplace, you actually spend the time to find out what the marketplace. So talk to us. What are some of the products that WFG has implemented based on the feedback you received?
Sure. So like we mentioned, right, one of the first things is about collaboration, right? And we want to continue collaboration with the members of our industry, right? Our title insurance industry, the mortgage lending industry, we want to keep in contact and keep collaborating. So what we've done is not only created an executive roundtable, which is a group of members from across the industry, CEOs, high-level positions. We meet on a quarterly or annual basis. It's been annual because we want to do it in person and we can't do it in person because of COVID restrictions. So once that kind of subsides, we'll be able to meet annually. And that's where we talk to, what's going on in the industry. It could be anything from your pain points to new developments to compliance requirements, whatever it may be. But we want to continue to engage and acquire that information. Second thing is conferences, right? And unfortunately, conferences have been virtual again, but still participating in conferences, participating in roundtables, really staying engaged with our industry to understand, hey, what's going on and what can we do? And let's gain that insight to figure out, the things that we can develop to solve these issues. So, following our last survey, where we've developed this number of programs that are kind of soft programs, right? It's not a new product, right? It's not a decision point that I'll talk about later, but it's a training program, right? We have a lot of new entrants into our space that have never heard of title insurance before, might not understand the valuation process, right? So we've developed training programs that we could sit and provide to our customers and their employees so they can better understand what we do and how our industry works. We've also offered to sit down with our customers and go through our entire process together. Right. I think what we really strive to do is partner with our customers. And by doing that, we want to sit down and go through end to end, right? From loan origination all the way through post-closing to make sure that our processes are properly aligned to be as efficient as possible. And through that process, we find so many areas. Some are big changes that we can make and some are small, right? And by small, it could be, I need to provide you with a report at a certain time so you can better understand what's happening with your loans, right? And those things can eliminate back and forth communication via email, phone call, so on and so forth. And then the last thing we want to do is make sure that we have a established communication program with our customers, right? We want to make sure, hey, are we working the same hours, right? Are you working Saturday? I'm working Saturday. Those kind of things seem small, but you're making sure that we're aligned from a communication standpoint, and we have established meetings that we could talk about, what's happened last month, what's going on next month. The better we're aligned, the better we can perform. And unfortunately, one of the biggest challenges we have in this business is our volumes go up and down like crazy, right? So the more I understand from my lender, what are you seeing next month? And I can make sure I have capacity and I have the throughput to be able to provide the services to high level that they expect from us. So those are some of the programs that we've designed out of as a result of the survey results that we found.
So those programs allow you to better communicate, to better be in sync with your clients. But has WFG developed any products based on the input that you've received from the surveys?
Absolutely, yeah. So we've developed a number of products. First and foremost is our My Home Exchange collaboration portal, right? So one of the things that came out of our survey was about communication, and not only back and forth between us and our lenders, but also the consumer, right? I need certain information from the consumer. Our lenders need certain information from the consumer. And traditionally what we would do is call, right? I'm calling someone. Well, guess what? No one answers the phone anymore, right? Thanks to all the spam calls we get, no one answers the phone. So, I get a call from someone, I don't recognize the number, I'm not going to pick up, right? Or if you're getting an email, that's a whole other issue. So we developed the My Home collaboration portal. That's a secure portal that a borrower can log into and provide us with the information that we need to help them close their transaction. And sometimes it's simple information. Please tell me your legal name, right? Or I need a borrower's authorization, or I need this certain document. So it allows the borrower on their phone, on their computer, to provide that information, whenever they want, as easily as possible. A couple other products we've developed, Decision Point is our instant title engine that provides a time frame of how long it's going to take for that title to be delivered and cleared, right? Title cleared, which means we're ready to move along with the closing. That's been around for the last year and a half. We made some enhancements this past year. It's now fully integrated with our Value Trust platform, so you can receive the result upon order entry. And then finally, we have our Funder dashboard that will launch later this month. And Funder dashboard is a way for our lender customers to understand where we are in the loan funding process, right? It's very important for our customers to understand, did we receive funds? Does the file balance, and then were funds dispersed, right? So what Funder dashboard provides a dashboard online to our customers in real time, so they can understand exactly where each transaction is, right? We're short 50 cents. This one's ready to go. They can provide approval, and then they can see when documents have been released and recorded. So we'll launch that later this month, but those are just a few of the products that we've developed as a result of the surveys.
Well, now I mean to put you on the spot, but what's next? I mean, tell us actually, what are the next things that your clients should be excited about that's coming from WFG?
So, I mentioned My Home and the exchange component of it. We're going to continue to grow My Home, right? My Home will be a family of products and services that we offer that, is consumer facing, so we can ensure the best consumer experience that we can have. So it'll be things like e-closing, a dashboard so the consumer can understand where their transaction is. Also, an easier integration into our systems, right? So this is less exciting or sexy, I should say, but a standardized API where we can push data instead of just documents back to our lenders, and that integration can accelerate. So we address those issues that we've heard. We get really excited about that because the more we can eliminate, the old methods, right? Email, phone calls, and push more things through data integration and collaboration, that's going to help us.
Fantastic. Listen, it's always great to actually see and actually how you come up actually with the innovation in the marketplace. But it's now obvious why you're listening to the marketplace.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What the leaders want. That's great. Dan, thank you so much for joining today.
Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
And I'm Andrew Berman. Thank you for watching.